The next functionality that I want to show you here is how you could go about using the extract strings functionality to make your road wider. So I'm changing my zoom view and I'm turning on 2 additional CAD layers. Here we've got proposed road edge left and proposed median left. So as I go and zoom in there, you can see these are the 2 additional CAD layers, which are also polylines. I could again go to alignment, regression and extract strings, but in this example I'm going to stick to my control center. I want to update the left road edge, so I go and double click there. I'm still using the CAD entity, and in this case I'm going to go and retain the crosswalk. And I'm going to use the current string slopes. So whatever slopes I already have, I'm going to maintain. I'm just extending the width. Click on OK and select the CAD entity. Right click and extract. Same thing applies to the median. Go and double click on left median. Still picking it up from CAD and specifying to retain the current string slopes. Select it, right click and extract. Now because I've got red text here, it indicates that there's been changes made, so I can go and right click and recalculate my road. It's going to update the width on the left hand side. Looking at that again in a cross-sectional format, we go to Section, Graphical Edit, and I'm going to go and select a portion where we've got the wider median. Zooming into the left hand side carriageway, you can see we've got the new text over there. And this is one of the symbols that I pointed out, the cross-sectional symbols that I pointed out earlier. So from that point, you'll see that the new point go in towards the white line. And in a similar manner, find that the left road width becomes wider. Let's go and close this and calculate our layer work volumes. We go to Area Volume and go and select Layer Work Volumes. Specify which layers to use for the entire chainage range. Just to open my output window and pointing out the left carriageway layer work volumes. Looking at the total volume, if we were to add up the total volume, we've got close to 20,000 cubic meters. Now we're going to calculate only the volume on the outside of our left carriageway to be used for the road widening. So we do this by going to Alignment again, Regression, Extract Layer Works from CAD. Just focusing in on the left hand side over here, I'm going to go and specify the left layer work edge as proposed road edge left, and the right layer work edge as the existing yellow line left. Right, so you can see how your diagram gets updated. Click on OK. And if we go and view that cross section again, you'll see how it's gone and changed. So in this case, our new width and the existing yellow line is at the same position. And as I go and press page down, and once we get to the wider portion, you will see how your layer work then is introduced. So we just want to calculate the layer works of this new left-hand side width. Going back to Area Volume and specifying layer work volumes. Previously, we worked out our total volume to be close to 20,000. Taking another look here, looking at the total volume, we've got close to 4,000. So you can see that the layer work volumes have been updated. Closing the output bar and looking at a cross-sectional plot. If I go back to Plot on top and I go and select Generate, if we recall, we looked at cross-sectional sheet files in earlier versions of our webinar series. I'm going to use that cross-sectional sheet file, specify which settings to use, and then you put in a start chainage of 1680. Finish. And then zooming into the left-hand side. If you were to compare the right-hand side to the left-hand side layerworks, you can see that there's a change.